Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be cleaning out my studio, my she shed. I've got stuff everywhere in here. A quilt project on the floor, baby toys, projects to be, fabrics, trash, projects that I've finished. This stuff just needs to be cleaned up and reorganized. So come along with me and put on some relaxing music. Help me clean up my studio. I hope I inspire you guys to clean as well. So my first goal here was really just to get the floor cleaned off and everything moved out of the way. So I just kind of picked everything up and started moving it to the side onto my table to go through later. At this point, I decided I really didn't like the layout anymore, so I decided I was going to remove the recliner and my daughter's playpen area. So now that I had the main area mostly cleared, now it's time to move all this furniture around. I had an extra nightstand we moved in here. I decided I was going to use this for some extra storage.
There was once a day that I would pray for.
This corner I really didn't change too much. I just kind of tidied up, threw away some trash, and just reorganized everything, cleaning up the floor. I decided to keep my larger fabric patterns and craft foam over here.
Our first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine.
Moving on to the other side of the room, I went over, this is my cutting table where I usually cut my fabric. I decided to pull everything out from under here, my Cricut supplies and things like that, and move them over to that nightstand for some better storage. Going through the rest of my art supplies, folding up the shirts I had set aside for my Cricut, and my miscellaneous supplies, just reorganizing and redistributing.
I'm falling fast, sitting here praying that this night's gonna last. You got it all on tap, I'm loving your vibe, always have your back. We like all the same tracks, listen all night in the sheets all black. Said I'm falling fast, don't remember life before you, that's fact. I feel good, you look great, I like you.
I was originally planning on moving this box completely out of the way and up into storage, but it's full of heavy school yearbooks from years ago, so it's staying on the floor for now.
I feel my heart erase, so catch me if I fall.
I am moving my quilt project over to this table because it still is a work in progress and it needs to lay flat, so I'm going to use my cutting table for the meantime. Okay, now's the hard part. We gotta tackle all this. fabrics, I got notions, I've got projects, I have projects to be, projects in progress, completed. We're gonna have to go through it all, organize it all. And the problem is, my fabric stash is already pretty full, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to store all this. So, here we go. Okay, so I've got the bottom cabinet done, well, empty. I got the top part done with my solids and my like very basic patterns of like stripes and stars and very basic little things with my quilting squares. This guy used to be like for my bolts, and I'm gonna keep those on the bolts as long as I can. I think I have some empty ones to the side that I might use to wrap some of my larger fabric actually. These guys are different piles. I've got old curtains, old bed sheets, odd fabric. This is flannel fabric that I need to move to a different cabinet. So I'm gonna try to reorganize this and hope I can fit everything. I have little confidence. Okay, it's still full, but a little bit more organized. I've got my odd fabrics, my fat quarters down there. At the back is my holiday fabric, and then my Disney fabric in front. Then my regular patterns, and I sorted them a little bit. Like I have states, fruit, food, characters, animals, summer, and this is some extra characters I have set aside. And this is some D&D inspired material. So I've got all that set up, and then I've got one more. It's the felt, the furs, the minkies, all the soft, plushy fabric. Okay, sorry, I ran out of storage, so I had to go empty the memory card and everything. So it's actually the next day, but I did finish putting all the fabrics away and going through the flannels, the furs. So my tabletops are clear of fabric except for this guy over here. And this is how we ended up. I've got all the furs in the back. I've got flannels here. This is some canvas material. I showed you guys the cotton prints, and I ended up taking the big flannels and the minky and putting them down here since I had extra space, because I wasn't going to be able to get them all in there, at least not neatly. So they're down here now, and I've already got some things in mind to use this fabric with, which is good. So that's done. So now we're in the final stretch, really. Now we're going to work on cleaning off the surfaces, getting this table fairly clear. My quilt is going to stay there for now because I need to finish that project. And cleaning up all of this stuff here, taking out the trash, putting storage away, and stuff like that. But pretty much we're doing good. We're almost there.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life. I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, put your hand to the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel?
And we are finally cleaned up. I can't tell you how good it feels to have this place back together. I can see the floor again, I can walk freely, and everything has a home. It's not the best as far as minimalism. I have a lot of stuff, I'll say, especially fabric, but it's so much better. It's easier to work in, and I feel very accomplished and so much better in this space. I hope you guys enjoyed cleaning with me, and I hope I inspired you to do the same. I have a few things to put away, like my light and my vacuum. But guys, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you hit that big thumbs up button. It helps out so much more than you know. And if you haven't joined the pack yet, please hit the subscribe down below. Until next time, guys. Bye.
Death to be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said.